Hey guys, it's NerfGeek364, and today I'll be showing you what I have actually been doing for the past year while I have not been making videos. Now first of all, I'm sorry about that, and I'm also sorry about this is going to be more of a handheld video in a shop, so I'd like to be showing you what I've actually been doing. First of all, I've gotten an interest into automobiles and actually lawn tractors and their engines, and into that mechanical field. So here I actually have an 18 horsepower Briggs & Stratton opposed to an engine that I'll be talking about, and how I've been actually sort of rebuilding it. As you can see, it's sort of torn apart at the moment. This is the sump, and here's the block. Now right now I'm actually replacing the sump gasket, so let me focus on it. The gasket that seals the engine block to the sump, and as you can see, I've been cleaning it off the past few days, and it's sort of difficult. I'm using some carb cleaner and some sandpaper, a very high grit sandpaper. Well, not very, but it's 150 as you can see. 150 grit sandpaper. And I've been cleaning this up because as you can see, and I'll focus on the engine, it has quite a mess of oil that has collected over the many years of this engine running, and the previous owner never really took care of it. Look at the damage that this engine has on the intake seat. Look at that. Look at that damage. But yeah, so pretty much I'm going to be rebuilding this engine, which means I will be making it much better, because originally it only ran on one cylinder, because this seat right here, I'll show a picture, was actually completely popped out, and it sort of ruined the block. But I have a solution to that. Today I'll be picking up some Weld, which Weld, if you don't know, you can watch other videos of other people's reviews on it, but it's a very cool substance that actually can repair engine blocks and sort of metals and even plastics of some sorts. So it's a very cool material, and I will be patching up the kind of scarring on the intake, and I hope it will hold up. But that'll be pretty cool. But I'm replacing this head gasket. I will be replacing the sump gasket. I will not be replacing this because I do not think this leaks. However, it might. But for now, I will be just replacing the sump gasket, which goes right here. The head gasket. I have a new valve seat that actually goes right there. And then I'll be using Weld to repair that even more. Another thing I'll be doing that's just simple, I'll be replacing the spark plugs. This engine uses RJ12C. Sorry if you can't see that. It takes two of them, of course, since it is a twin-cylinder engine. Now, one thing I'd like to point out when you open this up is that it is very, very deep. It's a very, very tall engine compared to single-cylinder Briggs, and even Kohler, sorry. It's a 42 cubic inch engine, 2 cylinders, 9 horsepower each. So I'm kind of stumbling. I'm not sure what else to say. I'm just making an update video so that you guys know I'm not dead. I'm not any of that. I'm just taking a break. I'm sorry. But I've been doing a lot of projects with tractors lately, and as you can see, I'm starting to make progress on this engine. I'm actually going to be putting this on an MTD LT 1442. Back of last year in about June, I got that tractor and it had a 14 horsepower Briggs & Stratton engine. It ended up having a major head gasket leak because it burned about a quart of oil a week, which is crazy, and I only ran it for about 30 minutes a week. So pretty much, I tried to replace a head gasket, but 3 of the bolts in the head, if this was flipped over, it'd be about those 3, but it is an overhead valve engine. It was. They actually snapped inside the block. So, being the person I am, I'm like, I'm not going to scrap the block just for that. So, I drilled them out, right? That was no big deal. But what ended up happening is the threads were kind of messed up, which is no big deal. Sorry about the wind outside. It's sort of a windy day. But the threads were sort of messed up. And the problem is the bolts actually broke. Yeah, as I said, the bolts broke, and I had to re-tap them because they were kind of full of junk, and it needed to be redone. So, on about this bolt, if it was flipped over, I was tapping it that day, and it ended up snapping inside the block. And if you know anything about taps, is that they're very hardened steel, and really, there isn't much of a chance of drilling them out. So what I tried is I took it to a automotive muffler shop, and they have a good experience with taking out broken bolts and studs because mufflers create a lot of heat. They store a lot of heat, so that sometimes the bolts end up sticking and rusting. And I thought, well, they might be able to get it out, but turns out they couldn't. Tried welding a nut to it, took an impact, still didn't work. So that engine, the block at least, is pretty much junk. The rings were good, at least so I thought, but the head gasket was definitely blown. But yeah, so I'm going to be putting this engine, this 18 horsepower, onto that MTD because it was my first tractor. I'll show you a video of it right here. It was very fun to drive. It was a hydrostatic. I really wish I had a manual so I could actually pulley swap it. Sorry, I'm like really rambling, but it was a really cool tractor. So I hope to get this engine. This is just an update video number 1. I think I'll be calling it Opposed Twin Rebuild number 1. So yeah, hopefully you guys understand that I've been gone for a while, and I really hope to get back into this, but I just took a break. Didn't really feel like making videos for about a year, but I hope to be going back to doing stuff like this, and I might even be doing Nerf reviews even more, but I gotta get some more blasters before I do that. So yeah, thank you guys for staying with me. I'm almost at 200 subscribers, which is really awesome. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to make another update video very soon when I have the block cleaned. As you can see, still some of that gasket left. But I cleaned the sump, which takes a really long time. Kind of annoying and tedious. So yeah, sorry for the rambling. I just wanted to get that out there, so you guys don't go thinking, oh, he's dead. I'm still here. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, sticking with me through my inactivity. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And I will see you guys very soon.